제 162회 노래방에 가재요.
안녕하세요. Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Speak Korean. You know, we've got our two great friends here today, but before we get there, let's say hello to Steven.
The other guy. Yes, 안녕하세요. I'm Steven Revere. I'll be your guide, as I like to say. I'll be coaching you through the Korean language today. And today we're going to have a little bit of culture involved as well, because, you know, you don't get to determine whether you go home or not after a 회식. Somebody
not so
else
much in your
decides
hands.
that for you.
It's not quite in your hands, that's right.
And we've got two students who I'm going to decide for because they're my hube.
Yeah. Hi, all lovely teachers. Hi, everybody. My name is Marina. I'm from Ukraine. 안녕하세요. And here is my friend.
Thank you, Marina. 안녕하세요, 여러분. 니띠라고 합니다. 만나서 반갑습니다.
Yes. Well, actually, today's dialogue is quite short, but we have a lot of repetition and a lot of practicing to do because it's a little bit confusing. So let's get straight into our dialogue.
Wrap it up.
With Lisa.
And Steven.
2차도 간대요.
네, 노래방에 가재요.
노래방이요? 전 음치라서.
저도 잘 못해요. Okay, in the dialogue, Steven and Lisa are talking after the 회식, which was yesterday's or last time's dialogue, and it says, Steven says, 2차도 간대요. Are we going to go to 2차? We've covered this a couple times before. 1차 is the first place you go to eat and drink. 2차, second, and etc., etc. 3차, 4차, 5차 after that, if you're that strong. 2차도 간대요. Are we going to our second place or are we just going home? And Lisa responds by saying, 네, 노래방에 가재요. 노래방 is karaoke room. 노래방에 가재요. They said, let's go to a 노래방.
Now, there's a couple of things I just want to explain to you really quick. You know, 은데요 and 는데요. We've had these before, and what is that? When you're using an action verb stem, okay, when there's an action happening, you have to add the 는 or 은. 먹는데요. They said he ate, right? 먹는데요, they said he's eating. And then 간대요, they said we're going to go somewhere. So you're repeating what somebody else said. Then you also had this 재요, and that is short for 자고 해요. Let's do something. You know, people say 먹자, let's eat, right? Well, when you end with reported speech and you're saying 자고 해요, you're saying someone else said, let's do something. That's what's going on here. You have to differentiate between these two. And then when you use a regular adjective, 예쁘다고 해요. There's no N added at the end, okay? 좋다고 해요. You don't add the N or 는 after the verb.
Okay, I'm back with my infamous cards here, okay? So we're going to practice the first form, 돼요, ending the sentence is 돼요. So did they say we're going to do something? Okay, so did they say we're going to go eat 자장면?
짜장면을 먹는데요.
And the second set I have is for our second form, 재요. Okay, end our sentences in 재요. Okay, 잡채, it's a Chinese dish, right?
잡채를 먹재요.
먹재요. Okay, they said let's go and have some 잡채, okay? All right, know that these are statements, right? Okay, 눈썰매 장. Okay, 눈썰매 장. 썰매 is what? Do you know?
Sled.
Right, and 장 would be the place or a resort, so the place where we go.
Snow
like
sledding.
A ski jang, right? Okay, so
눈썰매장에 가재요?
가재요. 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 Okay, like a statement. Bring your sentences down. Very nice. Let's go and cover the next sentence, which is Steven says, he goes, 노래방이요? 전 음치라서. Okay, 노래방이요? He asks, okay, did you say 노래방? Is that where we're going? 전 음치라서. 음치 is like someone who's tone deaf or cannot sing very well, right? And then 라서, because I am, ... Steven.
Yeah, this is, you've got the 받침 enabler vowel, the 이라서. If it ends in a 받침, this, of course, does not end in a 받침, so it's just 라서, right? And you've got 음치. Well, you may have started catching is sound, right? Means sound, and the old Chinese characters. And 음치 is I totally tone deaf, right? You're completely tone deaf. 음치라서, I don't think I want to go. That's not true. I'm okay. But.
And another word you can find is 음악, music. So like you said, it has to do with sounds, okay? And Lisa responds, 저도 잘 못해요. 저도 잘 못해요. I can't either. Let's practice these two lines. 전 음치라서 저도 잘 못해요. How about with each other?
노래방이요? 저 음치라서.
걱정 마세요.
Oh, good acting.
저도 노래 못해요.
Nice job, nice
That's
job.
exactly what we wanted, right?
Yeah, and notice that when they're doing 음치라서, you're putting the implication of what? 가기 싫어요. I don't want to go to the 노래방, right? And then, of course, 눈치, that understanding what the other person is thinking is very necessary. And the other person says, of course, Lisa's so kind. She's, 저도 잘 못해요.
That's right.
And of course, that's a big cultural point. In Korea, you don't have to sing well to go to the 노래방 and sing together. It's okay if everybody's terrible.
So, since we've gone through it, let's practice the entire dialogue one last time. It's very short, but like I said, Stephen was saying, it's a little difficult to differentiate between one and the other. One is asking yourself, and the second one, Jeo, is saying, they said we will do this, okay? So, 2차도 간대요?
2차도 간대요.
2차도 간대요?
네, 노래방에 가재요.
노래방에 가재요.
노래방에 가재요.
All right, let's go on to Korean Insight. Korean Insight.
And today's Korean Insight is about trends. And one of the biggest trends over the last couple of years has been board game bangs. Okay, you know, we've talked about the bang culture, the room culture many times before. They're actually more like cafes, and many of them will say cafes on them. You go in, you get your coffee, your green tea, sometimes even a beer. You can have a beer with your game. Yeah, they've always got ramen there too. And you can play a board game with your friends, which is great for me because I'm a big fan of board games. So I was really happy to see these start up about 2 years ago, I think. They started up, and I go there on a regular basis. And it's nice because it's something to do besides going out drinking with your friends. And if you're not good at singing, you might not want to go there either. Go to the
음치라서. Actually, the first time people told me to go here
갑시다.
was after it was really popular for about 6 months. I was like, no, I don't want to go there. That's stupid. It's like little kids' games. But I went there at 12 p.m. I walked out at 6 a.m. and I had a whole lot of fun. It only cost us, I think, maybe not even $20 for all 6 hours for like 5 people.
She doesn't like sleep much.
Okay, Marina, Niti, did Stephen say he's going to, are we going to the board game bang tonight? I didn't hear what he just said. board game bang 간대요? 간대요?
스티븐 씨는 보드게임 방에 가재요.
So I'll ask Stephen to cover our grammar tips again. The first one was comparing 대요 and 제요.
And what did we have? When you put on deo, when you add deo to the end of a verb, what do you have to do? You have to add 는 or un, depending on whether it has a 받침, right? And then, but when you use an adjective, you do not add the un or nun, okay? And then we had jeo, which never gets the un or nun. You just add that onto the verb stem to say, they said, let's go do something.
Right, and the second grammar tip was 뭐뭐라서 in the conversation with 음치라서, but I'll give you another example that Stephen can explain. 학생이라서 I can't stay out late. 학생이라서.
Yes, 학생이라서 공부 열심히 해야 돼요, right, Niti? And Marina, you guys are both students, right?
Okay, let's go on to our final review. Practice along with our 성우s there, our voice actors, that way you can practice your pronunciation as well.
2차도 간대요?
네, 노래방에 가재요.
노래방이요? 전 음치라서.
저도 잘 못해요.
Okay, hey guys, 리사가 저녁을 사준대요.
스티븐 씨가 저녁 먹으려고
먹으러 가재요.
저는 좀 바쁜 사람이라서 가야 돼요. Okay, I just see the Lasso forum saying I'm a very busy person, so I can't buy them dinner, of course. All right, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you back here next time with more new expressions for you. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.